This dude is a character. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I don't try to be in the circus. We don't entertain a jester. We trying to take the queen and knock the crown off the fake king. You feel me? But it's chess, not checkers, man. So this guy first, I see he ain't a real BD. Because I said something in the comments like, why you always talking about on King David, but you ain't never honoring Shorty? He responds to everybody in the post but me. That's how I knew he wasn't real, right? Then I see him on No Jumper. He disrespecting Blazing Doll for no reason. But he says he's from like 37th or 39th or something. So I'm like thinking he's really their ops. Whole time he come back on there talking about he's from the hundreds. He's from the dark side. Now he's getting exposed from a GD that's from the hundreds. And he say them BDs over there say, tell that boy, stop claiming dark side. He misrepresenting us. Stop merching on King Day because you're not a real BD. They said that his pops was a BD back in the day. But just because your pops was something, that don't make you BD. You feel me?
Real talk, you all out in New York doing all this and doing all that. You come back to the crib, you ain't even on that type of time. Because if you would have been out there with the BDs. That wouldn't be telling me, hey, Flock, let him know that don't represent us. Stop seeing dark side. We want to link up with him. He ain't one of ours. He ain't representing BD in the proper fashion. Stop saying on King David like that. Real talk. How you seeing on King David at the same time dropping his symbols? The symbols that we adopted. When I say you ain't in the city, I'm saying you ain't in the city also to understand what's going on. We got real members, real BD members. Like I showed you the brothers I be with who outstanding members, just like this picture that was taken a week ago, not a year ago, not 2 years, last week. With Lil Reese, who they call the Grim Reaper, with who? GDs. Real talk. It's time to get some peace going, pushing that peace, bro. Straight up. That bringing that one love back, bro.
David, do I know you? Is you cool on BD boy? 35th of Minnesota? I'm from where? You from 35th of Minnesota? Hell no, I ain't from no 35th of Minnesota. I'm from right here. You know where you at, shorty? This the hundreds. I thought what you doing in Chicago? Oh, King David, it's my shit. Damn, what happened to your line? What you mean what happened to my line? Damn, they took your shit off. Oh, King, hey, stop playing with me. So where you, I'm saying, where you need to go back when you from right here. Where your goofy from? Where my homies from? Where's your goofy from? I'm in a rack right now. I'm on my block right now. I'm King David. Do I know you? Is you cool on BD boy? 35th of Minnesota? I'm from where? You from 35th of Minnesota? Yeah.
Famous Richard, he in the hood at the park. You know what I'm saying? That's the park. You know, that's right there by my crib. Like that block he on, I always used to go up that block. You feel me? My crib was on that block. On the next block. That's 111. I stayed on the 112th. You feel me? At the other end of 112th, I stayed right there before you get to 113th. And that's the end of the, 111, 112, 113th. Right, I stayed right off of 113th. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of the park right there. So I stayed on the dark side. You feel me? That's all dark side right there. You know, Airbrook, Indiana area. You feel me? Next block over, you know what I'm saying? It's a mixture, but you know, they used to call that Death Valley with the Lords. You know what I'm saying? So you go up a little more, you got the folks, you know, up the hill, State Boys, you know what I'm saying? Like these are all the guys. This is my hood, you feel me? Across the park, you know what I'm saying? On the other side of the park, you got the UPTs. You feel me? Those the guys. You feel me? So I'm seeing the whole little play. He doing his you dig. He doing a whole little whoop, right? And I'm like, why do you have a dude from out west? Like Buddy who doing the skit with him, he from out west. So I'm like, why do you got a dude from out west doing the skit with you? You right there If you walk up that block that he was doing the skit on, like what he was facing, like if he was to walk up that block, well, actually the next block, if he will walk over, yeah, because that's Indiana right there, and Airbrook the next block over. So if he was to walk up the next block, that way he's saying he from the dark side. So, you know, my whole thing was, why ain't you got some of the BDs in your skits? Why you got a brother from out west in your skits, Famous? You feel me? You want to know why? Because I did some research. But before I go into my homework, I did want to tell you this too, bro. You know what I'm saying? When you on these public platforms like Adam 22, you know, things of that nature, bro, that ain't what's up, bro. What you be doing, you know what I'm saying? All this on King David, on Grandma Hoover, and all this goofy, you know, stuff you be saying, bro. How you honor King David in the same breath want to talk down on Larry Hoover? That don't make no sense. King David respected Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover respected King David. They both equally shared the same power. They both are kings. So at the end of the day, I ain't understanding how you sitting up on Adam 22 on no jumper disrespecting, but everything out your mouth is King David, King David. You dropping pitchforks. That's a symbol of the disciples that come from the house of David. So how is you sitting up dropping the pitchforks? Because GDs adopted and embrace the symbols of a person that we respect. We all go by the 6-point star. But see, I just know you haven't been taught properly. And I know, like I say, let's get to the research, that you really not in tune. See how you trying to get on shaky heels, talk about he ain't GD and you did that and he ain't this, bro. And I'm not doing this to be malicious. I'm just doing this to set the standard and let it be known that you don't represent black disciples. Your family, like you said, was black disciples, but I did my homework, bro. You in my hood. Straight up. This is my hood. This is where I'm from. If you see the map right here, I'm showing y'all the pool. That pool right there. Well, he said he was at the pool and the GDs wouldn't let him in. You see the pool in the green right there where it say the pool. Then on the left side of the map, you see that why it's blue right there. That's for the BDs. Then you see the other side of the map. That's for the UPTs, for the GDs. Okay? So when he's saying all this stuff, I ain't foreign to what he's saying, right? But he's saying he was 9 years old when that happened. He's saying he was 12 years old when Chief Keef popped off. So that let me know he a little shorty. He don't even know what he really doing. So back to the homework. Because I did my homework on dude. And it came back, you not a member like that of the Black Disciples, bro. You not BD like that, bro. Real talk. The brothers in the dark side, they want you to stop screaming dark side, bro. Straight up, they don't know you like that, bro. You not one of them members, bro. You're not an outstanding member, bro. That's coming directly from the brothers. You feel me? They told me to tell you to stop saying on King David and stop saying black disciple because you're not representing them in the proper fashion. Real talk. Your old man, Ronnie Pooh, yeah, he official, outstanding member from the dark side. But just because your dad BD don't make you BD. You don't know if you BD from the dark side or you from the low end. You don't know what to scream, but you all on a public platform, you know, all in New York, get everybody saying, no, King David, all this and that, but you disrespect the King David. Real talk, that what you doing. You disrespected King David. You disrespected what he started. You disrespected his symbols. You disrespecting his vision. Back in the days when it was devil disciples and it was high supreme gangsters. But brothers came together to bring it together. That you from the dark side, then the brothers from the dark side don't want you representing them. Cause they saying you ain't BD from over there. I'm just keeping it real. All of the disrespecting gotta come to a halt. You know, on both sides of the fence at the end of the day. It don't matter if you GD, BD, Vice Lord, you Blackstone, you a king, whatever you is at the end of the day. Understanding. Why you say that, Flacco? Let's dig, let's build. The reason I say that is this. This right here, what you looking at, is a gang commission book. Chicago gang commission book. And this book right here, you know, it breaks down different street organizations, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning, you know, to nowadays. You know, they got different versions, volume 1, volume 2, you know, they just compiled a lot of information about street organizations. This Chicago based. And with that being said, I want y'all to look at the symbols they got that say that represent black disciples. Y'all can read it for yourself. But I'm going to go right into the right hand corner where it says the pitchforks. The pitchforks are symbols of the black disciples. The pitchforks. It don't say that GDs, it's the GDE symbol. It don't say that. Even though we have adopted that symbol and we embrace the pitchforks, you know, yeah, we do. But understand this, that the pitchforks come from black disciple. The pitchforks come from the house of David.
Oh, I'm glad, man. I came into this, 92? And my family, I got family from 79th, right? My OG from 93rd, that's Boss Pimp, straight GD. No, we not from 63rd. I got homies from out there, right? And the first time I knew my pops was down, I was 16. I was already GD. And I'm in North Carolina. I went to live with him because they was trying to evict my moms and evict my homeboy Mark that y'all see on my page that told y'all he met me in 94 and I was already GD. Like, they was trying to evict all our parents because of gang activity. So I go to North Carolina to live with my pops, and I'm on the porch with my niggas from Gary, Indiana, and we talking about some G's. And my pops walk outside, and he throw up the pitchforks. He like, yeah, I know about that. I'm like, what? Blew my mind. And right then and there, I said, damn, it feels good to be a gangster. You know, my pops said when he got out the military and he went back to Chicago and he was teaching that he knew the Stones and the G's. He said they was out there stealing cars and whatnot. They wouldn't touch his car, though. But for him to throw it up, I was like, whoa. You know, my pop's real mysterious. I don't really ask no questions. But you are not a reflection of your pops, little nigga. You are not a BD. You ain't been to no meetings. You don't know no lit. You're out here merching and talking crazy. First of all, I knew he was slow when he went to New York and was getting up in cops' faces just for a viral moment. Now you get beat down in Chick-fil-A and now you got a case out there. Like, come on, bro. But you dissing Wooski? Now you think you over tough? Now you over whooping. You tripping, little boy. Shorty, chill out. I'm King David. Now you finna get exposed. Shout out Flacco Santana TV. Other than myself, I don't see nobody else doing the same type of videos to give y'all knowledge and to break up all this little foolishness that's going around, all this clout chasing, all this GDK clout chasing. Flacco has been saying the same message that I've been saying, you know, which is one love. And the same guy who I've been telling y'all to go listen to, Don Dirk, who wrote the literature for the BDs, Flacco Santana TV interviewed him. And he's breaking down some facts. The same magazine that he got held up, I got that magazine. Okay? So that shows you great minds think alike.
You know, I told everybody, King David is gone now. Everybody, so we can establish a new understanding. You see what I'm saying? So we can go on with this. You see, so I don't understand when they say it was a split. It was never no split because King Hoover been King Hoover to us, you dig, since King Hoover was King Hoover.
So why didn't you stay BGD? Why didn't you stay BGD?
King Dave didn't make us BGDs. You dig? After we 69, when King Dave was on the Larry King, he crowned Larry King over the Gangster Nation. After that meeting, Larry them had their meetings on 68. We still had our meeting. Him and David never met again in meetings. They never sit together in meetings. Larry went on to the nation, and King Dave continued to do that D thing, and that's how that really was.
So I'm saying, so after rest in peace King David, after he died, what made you, you know, or what shall I say, what created the split, or what left? What made you leave and BBD? You know, because a lot of people in some people say that you the one who had the history, who created the split, that you the one who didn't want to be BGD.
King Dave the one made us black disciples. He told everybody after that meeting, he had to respect Larry because we was together now, okay? And he told everybody that had any kind of name that was amongst the disciples, you dig, that we were one thing, we were black disciples. You see what I'm saying? That's what we was after that meeting. And after that, that's how we carried. You dig? You had a lot of people running around saying black gangster disciples in the jails, but on the streets, you dig, we was disciples. Hoover called it over his guys. King David called it over us. You see, and that's how that was. I don't know what they mean when they say split. See, this is a lot of misinformed information. I don't know what they mean when they say split. See, this is a lot of misinformed information. You see, peoples took stuff and ran with it. All this stuff is going on now is he say, she say. And if you sit everybody down, you get the truth. There ain't no way in the world we could have walked up in one of King Hoover meetings and try to call some shots. It wouldn't happen. King Hoover had his prince and he had his line of staff, just as King Dave had. You see, if we had been as black gangster disciples, then that's what it would have been. You see, but it would have only been one prince. But King Hoover had his prince, Tennessee, and he had other followers up under Tennessee, just as King Dave had Prince Oldtimer and other leaders that was representing the disciple nation. You dig? And the other one is behind their back. They hide their hand because of things they did that they don't want people to know about. But they'll say all the bad things about you and forget to tell on themselves. Because let me tell you something. Man, I don't know one leader today that ain't made a mistake or anything. You see, everybody want to prosecute or persecute certain people. You dig, and honor these kings like we don't have no faults. We have faults. We done did wrong. We done made bad decisions at times. You dig, we done allow people amongst us to do things to the members and we turned the eye on it. You see what I'm saying? Because that person was cool or that person had an army. You did. Come on, man. I ain't played them games.
A lot of pictures, Dirk. Let me ask you this. I have seen you in a lot of pictures with Elder.
I done seen you in pictures with Ike Taylor. I done seen you in pictures with some of the old moles, the ancient moles. I done seen you in pictures with all the elders, with older brothers. Why is it that they not helping you, or what? What is the reason that y'all can't put it
No, that
together?
ain't true. No. The
Okay.
moles, the Muslims, the you got the North America, you got the Nation of Islam, you got the moles. Man, them brothers, every time I go protest, who you think be with me? I have very few disciples from every end. You dig? But man, the most of them guys be vice lords, moles, Muslims, man, them guys be there. They be there. And let me tell you something else. When stuff go on in the city, they come and get me. We sit down and we talk and we try to do something about it. Let me show you something. These peoples that they get all these millions to talking about stopping the violence, they ain't putting nothing in the communities. They not trying to stop nothing. They buying cars. They doing everything. But going in, oh, here's a lady, her kids don't have beds. Her lights out. Man, they ain't trying to help her get her lights out on. They ain't trying to buy beds for the kids. Oh, man, come on. Hey, man, listen. You dig? What's going on is the biggest pimping.
That's real. So what message would you give to the rappers out there? Like, what message would you give to the rappers out there that claim black disciple, and you hear all the lyrics, you know, and all the things that, like, what message would you give to these brothers to help them get an understanding the change, you know, the way?
Things is already changing. Things is already changing. If you look and see what's going on now, things is already changing. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of guys, man, was misled. They were misled. You got guys throwing down the forks. You got GDs and BDs throwing down the forks. And some of them had nerve enough to say one day, oh, we gave them the forks. We gonna carry the trade. I said, how in the hell you gonna get somebody the forks that you didn't have nothing to do with? Guys throwing down the forks. You got GDs and BDs throwing down the forks. And some of them had nerve enough to say one day, oh, we gave them the forks. We gonna carry the trade. I said, how in the hell you gonna get somebody the forks that you didn't have nothing to do with making? You see, they confused out of they messed up. But my message, you know, because when I look at the nation, everybody in the nation is in violation, man. Why? Because it say I solemnly swear to never disrespect. We disrespectful as hell. If fathers say we don't slander each other's name, nor talk about each other, we do all of that. If you break the law, man, and law govern all events, then, man, nobody is beyond the law. None of us. But we move like we bigger than the law. You know, and that's what's going on today. That's what we were living under. People's got whooped for the law. You see, so what make us...
Okay, so you say that, so where did the Blue Five come from? Like,
bruh man, I'm gonna be honest with you. That's some shit these people are made up out here. Show me one person out here saying he was a Blue Five. First they said Marvell started. Then they said Shorty started. Then they said I started. Show me one person that was a Blue Five. Look, let me tell you this.
Just because you wanted the BD side, that don't mean that a brother is not going to be in tune to it. But he tells you there's no division and that Hoover is still the king. Come on now, stop playing.